Speaking of quietly keeping pace, the Guardians, Mariners have been very good this year. However, they're still mid-market clubs. It always has its limitations. What plays do you feel would be like the perfect addition for either team? And that's maybe somewhat realistic to kind of help them compete with the Yankees and the Orioles in the playoffs.
Well, if you're the Mariners, you need some more offense. So, do they trade for Pete Alonso for the Mets to go get that first baseman? I think they need a thump in there. He provides it. Obviously, he's a radic hitter, or else the Mets would have signed him already. So, I would think Alonso would be perfect there. The Kansas City Royals really need another outfielder. So, who is it? Maybe they get a Marte for the Mets or something like that. Josh Bell, the first baseman, is available for the Marlins. But all they need too, same thing, is another big bat because they can pitch.
A lot of people are really high on the Mariners pitching staff. Do you feel that their staff is good enough that you just get a couple of breaks and you can beat some of these elite teams, get to the World Series? Or like you mentioned, like the lack of a thump, it's such a strong weakness that if they don't address it, they're kind of going into the stretch, the second half of the season, the playoffs, with like a major limitation.
I mean, they're scary. I mean, because of pitching. Remember that year when the Astros won the World Series a couple of years ago? I mean, they were losing. They could have lost those 3 games easily to Seattle Mariners. Nobody wants to play Seattle Mariners. I don't care if the Yankees or Orioles. That's a nightmare because if those guys line up and go lights out, you're done. And it's about pitching and defense in the playoffs. It's not about who scores the most runs because those offenses get shut down.